Hi everyone, welcome to 𝙀𝙀𝙀𝙀 Tarot. So today we're looking into success in your career. How is that success going to look like? For the same, we have three options, three piles to choose from. I'll show you the close-ups as well. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. You can pause the video, take your time, and choose the image that you feel drawn to the most intuitively. Meanwhile, let's just begin with pile number 1. Hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So let's just figure out how will your career success look like. For you, we have the High Priestess, Temperance, the Devil, Compromise, Listen to your intuition, the 12th house, Adjudication, Community again, alright, Rest and Rejuvenation, Trust the guidance you're receiving, and here we have Open your heart. Okay. Now when it comes to your career success has a lot to do with your intuition. The more you're going to listen to your instinct, the more you're going to act upon your gut feeling, the better you're going to shine in your career. So whenever you have to make a choice, always know that your heart knows the right way to go about it. Yes, you might get confused between your intuition and your anxiety, so that might come up from time to time. But for the same, it is very important, to kind of maintain those energies, to ground your energies, to have those practices on a daily basis where you can, just calm yourself down, because energy is something that you are very, very sensitive to. And this is going to stay throughout your life because that is the kind of person that you are. You're very energy sensitive, okay? And you pick up on energies really quickly. So sometimes you pick up on the pain of the people around you or their worries, whatever they're going through in their life. And it gets very difficult for you to understand where this moodiness is coming from, okay? So now you have to be careful with not giving your energy to everyone. Try to conserve your energy a bit, okay? There are some loose boundaries and it is important for you to keep cleansing yourself from time to time. If possible, please do it on a daily basis, especially if you are dealing with a lot of people on an everyday basis. Then though you should cleanse yourself like daily, okay? Your career success also revolves around you figuring out information for people. This could be in the form of you being a tarot reader, you being a healer, you being a psychic, you being a lawyer, you being a detective, a secret agent of some sort, investigator, or you simply working towards making this world a better place and kind of removing corruption in some shape, way or form. You are that mystical pile. You are that pile who's going to use their psychic gifts in order to reach the pinnacle of success in their career. You are that pile number 1, where it is the connect that you have with the esoteric world, the connect that you have with the mystical world, okay? Something on the lines of, I don't know, I'm just getting you being an undercover agent, or you just figuring things out that not every regular person can, okay? This could very well talk about you being associated with law in some shape, way or form as well. Because in all honesty, right now, I see a healer, I see a lawyer, an agent of some sort, or just someone who is able to see beyond what is visible to the naked eye. Okay? You could very well be a psychologist, a psychiatrist, or someone who works towards the de-addiction of people. There's something around you working with the shadows of people in some shape, way, or form and showing them the light. Any which way, we all have to do that work on our own, but there are people that we come across who show us the path to walk on. The journey is definitely going to be ours, but then we do have people around us who kind of act as that catalyst, and they push us in that direction, and you are going to be that person. So whatever careers I've mentioned over here could very well be a doctor. When I talk about a healer, it includes you being a doctor also, you being a counselor as well. Okay, because there's something around you reducing stress from the life of people and pulling them out from their lower vibrations and kind of helping them meet their higher self, or kind of you pushing them in the direction so that they reach their full potential. Okay? Your career success is going to look very mysterious on the outside, but it's going to come with a lot of respect, with a lot of recognition, and a lot of dependency that people are going to have on you. You're going to have a community of your own. You're going to have a niche of your own. And, you are going to be a very renowned name in your community. Okay? The people are really going to look up to you. They're going to respect you. You are going to be that go-to person. So for example, if you're a counselor, a person who's going to come to you once is going to come to you every single time, because the amount of patience that you have, because the way you deal with your clients, because the way you talk, the way you understand the situation, the way you come up with solutions, the way you're just there, is something that nobody else can provide them with. So you have something to what you do, or you might experience this in the future. So for example, if you are in a different field of work as compared to what I've mentioned over here, you might change your career paths in the future, because in all honesty, you working with the esoteric world, you working with the energies that not everyone is familiar with, I mean, the chances for you to dive deeper into the mysticism, the mystical world, it is very, very high. The chances are very high. If not now, then in the future, it's definitely going to happen for you, pile number one. You have a lot of powers, a lot of gifts. You are a healer. And being a healer is, I cannot put you in a box that, you are a tarot reader, you are an astrologer, or you are someone who's into Reiki, or there's way too much. There are so many layers to somebody being a healer. So just see how it fits your story. You might very well be a mediator also, because you are going to play that role, pile number one, where you will be maintaining the peace, or you will be bringing peace into a situation. Your career success revolves around you serving people in some shape, way or form, you serving humanity in some shape, way or form, because whatever you're going to do for a living, that is going to have a direct impact on Mother Nature, on planet Earth, because you are meant to raise the vibrations of this planet, and that you're going to do with your work. Okay? The kind of intuition that you have, pile number one, I genuinely do not have words to kind of tell you how precise it is, how good you are at what you do, and how in sync you are with your ancestors, with your angels, your spirit guides, or any deity that you work with. You're also very close to the animal kingdom. So if you feel drawn to serving animals, you could very well, try your hands at being a vet, or somebody who runs an NGO for animals, or for people also. You are someone who is going to do something around this only. And these are the career fields that are going to bring you the maximum success. The maximum success, and with it will come a good amount of name and fame also. You might not be that person whom every single individual knows, but in your community you are going to be at the top. You are going to be that it person. Everyone will know who you are. All right? The kind of services that you're going to provide people with, the kind of knowledge that you have. You are a treasure box, okay? And the more you're going to kind of dig deeper, the more magical content you're going to find inside that treasure box. And that treasure box is you, pile number one. To be very honest, you will not have to struggle a lot in terms of your career, in terms of you becoming the number one in your field of work, because I feel you are that person who is very much blessed by your ancestors. And when I say this, I'm not kind of taking away your hard work from you, but I'm here to tell you that if you go down this path, okay, if this is your field of work, you will not have to work very hard to reach that level, because this is something that comes naturally to you. And the more you're going to work around your gifts, the more you're going to work around your soul purpose, the smoother your entire path is going to be. Because I feel if you are in this industry, or you kind of jump into this industry in the future, you will have enough time for yourself as well. This industry is going to help you in finding out yourself. You're going to get enough time to know who you are, to understand what you want, to understand how your body works. Your stress levels are going to get reduced. You are not going to be in that race of, I would say, the hustle culture. You're not going to be obsessed with the hustle culture, because probably there will come a time in your life when you would want to have a life that's simpler, that feels good to you than to anybody else for that matter. And you're going to prioritize your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. And this career field, the fields that I've mentioned, this will bring so much of contentment into your life that you are going to feel at peace within your mind, body, and spirit. So your career success is not going to kind of put you in that tight spot that, you know what, if I am not going to perform well, then somebody else is going to take my spot. You're not going to be in any race. You're not going to compete with anyone. There's going to be so much of contentment to you, pile number one. I cannot even tell you the amount of peace that you're going to have in your life. And trust me when I say peace is something that you cannot buy. Okay? Yes, money is important. It is very, very important. But if you have money and you do not have peace, sometimes, I mean, it just gets very, very difficult. And yes, there are people who don't have peace because they do not have money. But just understand what I'm trying to tell you. Peace of mind is a very, very, very big luxury. And you will have this luxury to you, irrespective of whatever is happening in the world, irrespective of anything for that matter, pile number one. Your biggest asset in the future, something that you're going to be proud of, is how secure you are in your field of work and in your own expertise as well, for that matter. So even if right now you're struggling in your career, or you are in a very tight spot, or in any kind of an atmosphere that is very competitive, I do see you changing your career path in the future. Because there will come a time in your life where too much of stress is something that your body is not going to be able to deal with. And probably that is the time when you will be choosing one of the fields that revolve around you working with people or animals, for that matter. You are here to serve humanity, and this is your life purpose. Your career success is going to provide you with that much of leverage that you will be able to take frequent vacations, that you are going to be the boss of your life. Whenever you want, you will be able to take your days off. Know that when you're a doctor, or a lawyer also for that matter, it might get very, very strenuous, and you might not get a leave when you really want to, but there's something around you still feeling that sense of satisfaction. So it doesn't really matter, because for everyone it's going to play around in a very different manner. We're reading for a lot many people at this point of time. Okay? So not every explanation can fit every category. So just take what is resonating with you and leave the rest of the messages for somebody else. All I'm trying to tell you is that it's going to feel very peaceful, because it's going to be in sync with what you're meant to do in this lifetime. Okay? The more you're going to help people out, the more you're going to heal yourself. Okay? You are that person. The more you're going to kind of do that soul searching bit, the more you're going to feel fulfilled overall. I genuinely do not have a lot to tell you, pile number one, because you are that pile, you are that person where your messages are very, very clear. You're meant to work around the esoteric world, around the mystical world, around just helping people, healing people, or becoming that mediator, solving conflicts, helping people get out of their negative patterns or their addictions for that matter, working for street animals, for old age homes. There's something around you being very charitable also is what I'm getting. Okay, so you're a savior, pile number one. Okay, you're a savior, and there will come a time in your life where you might even relocate to a remote area, or you might relocate to a place where there is a lot of nature, where there is a lot of water or a lot of greenery. Okay, and you will find your solace outside of the city world is what I'm getting. This might not happen just right now, but somewhere down the line it is going to happen in your life. The definition of success for you is going to be very different than the norm. It is going to look different, it is going to feel different. The more you're going to deal with people, the more you're going to interact with people on an everyday basis, the more forgiving you're going to become, the more gentle you're going to become. And I just realized, pile number one, that I did not light the candles in your pile, because I'm talking about the tea light candles that are there on the evil eye holder at this point of time. I'll probably be doing it pile number 2 onwards, but this gives me another message for you that see, it's very much in sync with you not fitting in the world, because precisely and aesthetically, if you talk about this entire reading, me lighting that candle is the norm. That is how it should have been. But I did not do it, and I just kept reading for you, and I was very much in the flow of reading for you. And it's now that I realized that I forgot to light those candles, and I'm not very angsty about it, or I'm not feeling that, oh shit, I forgot to do it and stuff like that. I'm very chill about it, and probably this is how you're going to be in the future. No matter what's happening with anybody in your life, the amount of peace and contentment that you're going to have with where you are in your life, it's going to be something that is not going to be understood by a lot of people, but then too you're not going to give a damn, is what I'm getting. It's going to be very peaceful to you. You are going to be okay with you being a misfit, with you being misunderstood, with with you living in your own bubble. You're giving me very shamanic vibe, giving me vibes of a sage, pile number 1. Probably you're very mature for your age, or you are a very wise and old soul. You're very, very different, and this is going to kind of reflect in how you're going to move around your career, your future, and just life in general. And you're always going to choose something that is going to feel good to your own heart, is what I'm getting. And please always listen to your heart, even if it doesn't make a lot of sense, especially when it comes to your career decisions, because your heart is forever guiding you. And when you'll be happy genuinely from your heart center, there's nothing that can stop you from becoming successful in your field of work. Okay? And the kind of people that you're going to meet, pile number 1, your soul tribe, I mean, we've got community twice. You are going to meet your people. You're going to be very happy with the selective people that you have. And with those people, you will live your life. They might or might not live with you physically, but the kind of support that you're going to have from your people is something that is always going to make you feel loved, appreciated, seen, heard, respected, and whatnot. I see you feeling very happy, okay? I see you feeling very happy. I see you feeling very, very content and grateful that the universe, God, or any entity that you believe in, that particular deity or God or universe, I mean, you are the chosen one. Probably God is working through you. You're doing God's work. You're doing the work of the universe. Also, pile number 1, before I end your reading, if at all you feel that I did not mention anything about the money is something that you do not need to worry about, because it is going to flow to you naturally. You're going to have enough. You are going to be very content. You're going to have the best of everything that you want and need in life. Okay? And for a lot of you, your preferences are going to change within the coming years. You're not going to be wanting the same things that you're wanting at this point of time. But eventually, your career success is definitely going to revolve around you following the calling of your soul, and in return, you will have those material pleasures, or the material goods that you need in life and that you want in life. Your desires are definitely going to be taken care of by the universe. All right? So yeah, I mean, overall, this is where I'd like to end your reading. So if you liked your reading, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya! Hi pal number 2, welcome to your reading. So let's just figure out how will your career success look like. For you we have Father of Wands, Ace of Cups, the Emperor, Four of Cups, the Moon, Look for a sign. Remain positive. Here we have Sagittarius, marriage, gift, first chakra, all tied up in reverse, trust in divine purpose, increase your knowledge, and here we have deeper insights are at hand. I'll place it here. Now when it comes to your career success, pile number 2, there are very high chances that you are an artist. Okay, you are someone who's very, very charming. You're very beautiful or very handsome to look at. There's something about the way you carry yourself, your personality, the way you talk, your confidence, the way you present yourself, the way you showcase your talents. Okay, and when I say you could be an artist, again, this is something that is like, I cannot just say that you might be a singer, you might be a writer, you might be a poet, an actor. Just if you feel you're an artist, you're an artist. If you're someone who creates art, you're an artist. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're making money out of it, but the probability of you making money out of your artistic talents in the future is a 10 on 10. All right, so your career success is very much in proportion to your confidence, the way you're going to present yourself, the way you're going to present your work. Okay, that is going to make a hell lot of a difference. That is why it is very important for you to put yourself out there. It is very important for you to not keep your talents hidden in the den, or just, you are someone who needs exposure. You deserve that fame. You deserve to be known by people. You are someone who is very good at what you do. Okay, your career success is going to come with a lot many new beginnings. So there are very high chances that you are going to go through a lot many ups and downs. Okay, your success is not going to be a straight road at all, where you are never going to see any hard days. I do see you going through phases of depression, you not knowing what you're meant to do in life, you wanting to change careers, you being confused about whether this artistic field of work will be able to fetch you enough money for your survival, or how you're going to grow as, I don't know why, but intuitively I feel, as a creator, or as anybody, as an artist for that matter. But you are going to kind of swing in the light and the shadows of life, and it is very, very normal. To be very honest, it is very normal. It's just that you are someone who is a feeler. So when you are going to be at that high in your life, you're going to experience that high to the fullest. But when the lows are going to hit you, the lows are also going to hit you with that same intensity. So over here, the universe wants you to be gentle with yourself when you're not doing amazingly well for yourself as per your standards. Because if I look at your reading from the perspective of the universe, I do not see you going downhill in any shape, way or form in such a way that your career is finished or you're at rock bottom. I don't think so, because we've got 4 of Cups for you, which talks about you not being very grateful for what you have. Okay, you might be in a position where you have a lot, but you might still feel that you do not have enough. If an outsider is going to kind of look at your life, they would want to kind of swap, they would want to swap places, that I want to have whatever pile 2 has, I want to live that life. But then you'll be like, I wish I had something else as well, I wish I did this as well, I wish I could have achieved this by so and so age and stuff like that. So over here, the universe wants you to be more grateful for what you have, because throughout your life, you're never going to be in that energy of you not being enough or you not having enough. You are that blessed child who's always going to have what they need. You might not have what you want, okay? But you're always going to have what you need in order to survive as well as in order to thrive. Whatever you do for a living, you will become your boss. You will become that number one in your field of work. Because the way you can see the future, not in terms of, I'm not talking about tarot readings or you being a psychic or something like that. What I'm trying to tell you is you're a visionary, okay? The way you envision things for yourself, the way you plan things for yourself, that is your USP. And the universe really wants you to take yourself more seriously, because you have that potential to build an empire for yourself. You're that talented, pile number 2, that if I just give you nothing, you'll still be able to make something out of nothing, because that is what you know, that is how you are. You are that person who can even build a company of your own. If you're someone who wants to be an entrepreneur, you can very well be one. Do not listen to the world. Yes, you might have to go through certain ups and downs. Yes, you might have sleepless nights to you. But there are very high chances that whatever you want to start for yourself, you are going to do pretty well there. Okay? So please do not feel that you don't have it in you to come out on top, or you don't have it in you to be that person whom people can look up to. You are very much that person who has everything inside of you, where you can become that prime example of, I want to be like pile number 2. I want to achieve what pile number 2 has achieved. Or if pile number 2 can do that, even I can do that. So you have that potential in you to inspire people, to make people want to be like you. And even if you are not trying to, be that person, you have it in you. It's just that you have a very monkey mind. You become overwhelmed very easily. Anxiety is your middle name. You become very anxious at night. You might not have a very good sleep cycle, I feel. And you got to work around all these things, okay? You might have the tendency to overthink things a lot. You might very well be a procrastinator also. So here, you got to take care of all these things. And if you're someone who is a night owl, then use your creativity at that point of time. Instead of sitting and worrying about why things are not working out for you, create something. Because that is your moment. That is your time when your brain functions the best. Nighttime is the time of the artist. So why not use it to your advantage? Why not create something out of it? Why not just work around your ideas? Okay? Why not just make some plans as to what we want to do in the future, or how to go about our dreams, our vision, our goals for that matter. Okay? Your career success might also bring with it a lot of sleepless nights, not because you're not going to have work, but because you're going to have a lot to do. Because you might even have to work, while you're burning that midnight oil, while you're studying really hard, or while you're just working on your projects, working on your content, creating that piece of art. So it's going to be a ride that is going to have all the emotions attached to it. It's going to be a full-on drama, your career success, but it's all going to be worth it. You are going to work very, very hard to reach where you want to reach in life. But again, because you're somebody who's very, very ambitious, I want you to understand that it is equally important for you to be gentle with yourself. whenever you achieve something in life, please celebrate yourself. Do not burden yourself with something, with something that you want in the future but you don't have it now. So for example, if I'm just throwing a very random example at this point of time, okay? Just try and understand what I'm trying to explain you rather than focusing too much on the example, but this is something that's coming to my mind right now. So for example, you are a content creator, okay? You're a YouTuber and your target is that in this amount of time, I want to have 10K subscribers and I'm going to be very consistent with my videos and everything. You put out that content and then you are able to achieve that also. You're able to have those 10K subscribers to you. But then instead of celebrating that, you switch up and you feel like, when will I have 50K subscribers? And this is something that you're not supposed to do. You have this tendency, so just be a bit careful around this, okay? The universe wants you to be positive and to always be on the lookout for the signs that you're going to receive from the universe in regards to you being on the right path, you doing the right thing. You might not see results overnight, or you might not kind of, have that aha moment just when you are expecting, but always be prepared. Always be prepared to become that overnight sensation. Do not chase it, but be prepared. Because you have the potential to blow out. You have the potential to kind of either go viral or become a huge name. And it's not going to happen out of nowhere. It's going to happen because you'll be working for it. But it's going to come to you when you'll be least expecting it. Okay? Your career success will bring with it a lot of authority, a lot of fortune, a lot of fame, I would say, recognition that's there for you, and a lot of passion. You are precisely going to become successful because you're very passionate about whatever you do for a living. And it's your passion, it's your attitude towards your craft that is going to kind of bring in the success that you want for yourself. There are very high chances that you are going to meet your future spouse because or via your career, okay? Your career is going to play an important role. There are also chances that you might collaborate with your future spouse in the future, and that collaboration or association is going to bring with it a lot of luck, and it's going to be a very successful partnership, I would say. So whosoever you're going to get married to, that person is going to be very lucky for you in terms of your success and your finances. Whatever field of work you're in, you're going to receive a lot many gifts. You're going to receive a lot of freebies. You will always have something or the other coming at your home that's going to be gifted, and you're going to enjoy all the attention that you're going to get. It is probably going to come to you because you will have some amount of fame attached to you, because you'll be very good at what you do. Even if you're doing for a particular community, you will still be receiving tokens of appreciation from that community, where I just feel that you're going to be very pampered. Okay, so your career success will bring with it a lot of congratulatory messages, flowers, gifts, freebies, invitations, and will probably make you really happy, because I do feel that you're someone who wants to experience being treated in this way at least once in this lifetime. Throughout your life, pile number 2, throughout the span of your career, stability is something that you will not have to worry about. As I said before, you're always going to have enough, even if you feel that you do not have enough, you're still going to have enough. And this is a repeated message that I'm getting for you, that you will have a very stable ground, okay? You are going to be able to save a lot of money. You will be able to invest a lot of money. You will always have a good amount of capital that is going to be kept aside, and alongside you will be able to kind of fulfill your other wishes too. So financially too, you're going to be very, very secured. And finances, I mean, you shouldn't be worrying about your finances, because it looks very solid, very, very strong, okay? In terms of your career success, there will come a time in your life when nobody will be able to stop you from progressing. Okay, you will just break all the barriers and do whatever the hell you want to do. There might come a time in your life where you might become your worst enemy, where you might kind of just, self-sabotage, but then I see you breaking from your own shackles as well. Because after a period of stagnation will come that time when you will become unstoppable. And it's then that you will be able to achieve the maximum of whatever you've been wanting to achieve out of your career. Your career success very well depends on how eager you are to learn new things, okay? Learning new things is going to prove to be very beneficial for you, pile number 2. So always be in that energy of being a student. It doesn't really matter what field of work you're in. I feel this is necessary for everyone to be in that energy of, I want to learn more. Because there's always scope to learn new things. There's always scope to become a better version of ourselves. There's always room for growth. And this life is very short for you to know everything. So never ever feel that you know everything. Always be in that energy of how I can become better at what I do. What new I can learn today. Let me just, take up this course, or let me read this book and see what I can learn from this book. I really want to learn that dance form. Let me just try my luck at that. And it doesn't really matter if it's going to help you in your career. Even if, for example, you're someone who's a teacher, okay, and you want to learn a new dance form, please do it. Because even if it's not helping you out in your career at this point of time, it might in the future. And even if it doesn't, it is in some shape, way or form shaping your character. It's building your character. The more you know, the more options you're going to have in life. The more you learn, the more doors you can enter into. So never ever put yourself in a box or in a shell, and always be in that energy of you being a student. And if you are in that learner's energy, there's nobody who can stop you from becoming a jack of all trades. Because I do feel you're very, very talented. It's not that just one of your talents is cashable. I feel you have multiple talents that can fetch you money. So in the future, you might have 2 jobs. In the future, you might have 2 career options. More than that also. In the future, you might have multiple side hustles along with multiple careers too. So I mean, you have multiple options where you can kind of make your money from and build a legacy for yourself, because you are that pile who is going to leave a legacy behind. You have that in you. So if this is your dream, then it is very much achievable. All you got to do is be focused, keep learning, keep trying, and keep doing more rather than thinking that you will do. So do not waste a lot of time in procrastination, and see how much you can create, how much you can Just polish your skills. Even if your art is not paying you at this point of time, doesn't really matter. Work around your art, because you are just becoming better at what you do, even if it's not fetching you money at this point of time. Is a very strong message that I'm getting, that it is going to pay you in the future in a way that you're not even expecting. Because right now you're actually investing in your craft. So do not shy away from doing that, or do not let laziness get the best of you. Okay? And also, the last message that I have for you before I end your reading, pile number 2, is that of you working around your future. I don't know, I genuinely don't remember if I've given you this message before, but then there is this message to your entire future plan, where your plan is good. It is really good. Whatever you've planned for yourself, it's really good. But there are certain details or certain pointers that you're missing out on. So the universe at this point of time wants you to work around your future plans as well in a better manner. Okay? Before you take any solid action in your career, it is important for you to go through it. Go through it, be it paperwork or otherwise. It is important for you to reflect before you take any action. For you to be successful in your field of work, it is important for you to not be very impulsive, or for you to not be very emotion driven. Yes, if you have that quality of an artist or a creative, you will mostly act out of, your emotions. But the universe wants you to add a bit of practicality to your plans, as it will help in providing you with that stable ground. Okay? That ground needs to be solid. There's something going to be at the bottom that's going to hold you together. But if your base is only going to be weak, then it's all going to come crumbling down. Then the tower will not be able to stay, right? But if the foundation is solid, you will be able to deal with the shakeups. You're not going to collapse. Okay? So yeah, this is where I'd like to end your reading. I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please like, share, comment and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya! Hi pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So let's just figure out how will your career success look like. For you, we have 9 of Swords, Mother of Wands, 3 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. Within the next few weeks, Justice, Chariot, communicate clearly, the Sun, Uranus, Courthouse, High Honor, Journey, Great Fortune, Patience in reverse, Action in reverse, It's time to play, Don't give up on love, and here we have Step into the spotlight. Now pile number 3, when it comes to your career success, there are very high chances that you're going to change your careers a lot many times, okay? You are not going to stick to one career, and your career will change with the number of awakenings that you're going to have in your life. You probably could very well be the black sheep of your family. You are that person who has seen a lot of trauma, who has dealt with their own wounds. You have been through a very tough journey, especially while growing up. Okay, and even in your adulthood, what I feel is you have dealt with a lot of deception, with a lot of betrayal, with a lot of pain, anguish, darkness, you fighting with your shadows. You've done a lot of shadow work, let me tell you that, okay? And the more you're going to get to know yourself in a better manner, the more clear you're going to be in regards to what you want to do in life. And it is very okay if you want to do something today and maybe after a year you want to do something else. It is completely fine. It's just that you're evolving as a person, you're evolving as a soul, and your preferences are changing. So please do not listen to the outside chatter. If somebody calls you indecisive, if somebody calls you that, there are people around us who feel that we are not very stable if we want to kind of change our careers. But then you are on that journey of finding yourself. You are on that journey of evolving. And the more you're going to figure yourself out, the more you're going to get to know yourself, the clearer will be the picture in your head in regards to what you really want to do in life. Okay? You could very well be someone who works from home. You could very well be a mother. Okay? You are someone who's single. Please leave this message for somebody else. I just feel that whatever career field you're going to choose for yourself, pile number 3, you will have to deal with a lot of people who will try to dim your light. Yes, who will try to dim your light, because you are someone who's very strong as a personality. You're very, very strong. You're very intimidating also. It's not everybody's cup of tea to handle you, and that is because you are you. You're very unique. You've embraced yourself fully. You know who you are, and people often find those people intimidating, that they cannot play with, that they cannot kind of, I would say that they cannot run their tricks on. Okay? You smell BS and you know that who's who. You do not need to waste a lot of time on that particular person. Your career success is going to come to you when you will do something independently. Okay? You cannot depend on the people around you, be it your friends, be it your family. If you are that person who's expecting any amount of support, the universe will often put you through, I would say, some lessons that will make you realize how strong you are on your own and how important it is for you to be independent in life. And right now, I'm not just talking about financial independence, I'm also talking about emotional independence. Do not expect people to support you whatsoever. Okay? Your career success is going to come to you when you will start taking the responsibility of your life, when you will start taking the reins of your life in your own hands without putting any limitation on yourself. Okay? It is important for you to become your own best friend. It is important for you to have your own back. It is important for you to find yourself so that you can grow, so that you can thrive. Your career success is going to bring with it unexpected money, unexpected income, unexpected donations for that matter. I don't know. Till now, you are that one pile. I haven't kind of tapped into what career options you'd be good at, but whatever you're going to do, pile number 3, you will make a lot of money. You might receive some huge sum of money out of nowhere, and it's going to be sent by the universe. You do not have to use your brain. that from where you're going to get it, but I'm here to tell you that whenever it's going to come to you, it's going to come in abundance. It's going to come in huge numbers. You will have enough to not just cater to yourself but also serve humanity. You are going to be very big on charity. You might even associate yourself with charities in the future. I just feel you receiving inheritance from somewhere as well. The chances are very, very strong, okay? The upcoming few weeks, I would say consider around 2 to 4 weeks, okay? Could even go to 6 weeks as well. I mean, this time period is very significant for you to sign a contract, for you to crack a deal, for you to reap the rewards of the hard work that you've been doing till now, okay? And if your life is very stagnant at this point of time, if nothing much is happening, the pace at which your life is going to pick up after 6 weeks or within 6 weeks from now, you have no idea. If there's anything that you need to carry with yourself, it is your confidence. Your confidence can make you or it can break you. And you have to be prepared, because there is a solid opportunity that's going to come your way within 6 weeks from now. And it's going to be a huge opportunity. It's going to be a choice. And every choice that you're going to make will have a consequence to it. Again, it's up to you. If you really want to go outside of your comfort zone and take that risk, or you want to stay in your comfort zone and just be lukewarm. My advice would be to have faith, have that confidence that you will be able to do it, and go for it. Even if it puts you in that zone where you have to work day and night, where you have to work really hard, where you don't know if you will be able to get it done, it's really okay. Trust me, it's okay, because you are going to enjoy the fruits of your labor. I mean, you're going to be really thankful to your own self that you took that decision or you made that choice for yourself. So you might be signing something really important in the upcoming 6 weeks, and I do see you being, there is law that's involved. So probably either somebody is hiring you, or you are registering your own company, or there's simply good luck that is coming your way in the form of multiple options that can fetch you money, that can fetch you recognition, or you moving forward, opportunities that are going to help you in moving forward in life, okay? Because I do see forward movement. There are chances of relocation also. If you've been wanting to relocate, if you've been wanting to kind of just change locations or travel, the energy is present, okay? Your career success, your communication skills are going to play a very important role. Your throat chakra is going to be your best friend. Your voice is going to make a hell lot of difference. The words that you're going to speak are going to either put you up there or bring you just down in the dumps. So be careful with your words, because your words, your voice, all of it is going to be very powerful and very, very impactful. So see how you can use it to your advantage in your field of work, because you are one such person who's either going to work with the law. There are chances that you're going to work with the law in some shape, way or form. Could very well include you being a government employee, you working with the government in politics, or having a business of your own, or being in an industry where fame plays a huge role, where you being seen is something that is going to make your dreams come true, especially if you've been wanting to have that leadership position, especially if you've been wanting to have that honor, to have that respect, to receive that respect and recognition from your community, from the people around you. In other piles, what I could sense was them getting known in their field of work or receiving rewards or recognition within their community. Though pile number 2 was screaming off that artist kind of a vibe. But in your pile, I feel that, you are someone that's going to be known by a lot many people. You're going to be known by a lot many people, and you're going to have that opportunity to be the center of attention, to have a lot many eyes on you, to be in that zone where you will be able to attract a lot of power into your life. You are someone who's a revolutionary. Your career success revolves around you doing something that nobody has ever done in their life. You are that person who is here on earth to create something, to invent something. Okay, you could very well be, I don't know, you could be a scientist or an inventor of some sort, or you could be somebody who creates apps, or there's something around you doing things in a manner that are going to bring in a lot of change in the society. You are here to tell people or to teach them how to live life without any pressure, or how to live life according to your own terms. You are that rebel, pile number 3, and your career success is going to scream the same energy of you being a rebellion and teaching the world how important it is to listen to the calling of your soul, how important it is to walk down your path, even if the world cannot see your vision, but you can. Please always choose and chase your vision. This is something that you're going to teach the world. This is something that your body of work is going to represent. You have that in you to become a very good speaker, to become a very good teacher, to have a podcast of your own, to address people in some shape, way or form. Could very well be through YouTube, could very well be through any social media. You might invent something of your own, could very well be a new app altogether. I don't know why. There's something around technology in you that is very much in sync. Okay? You doing a lot of registry for what is something that I don't know, but you being involved with the law very frequently in a good light. Okay, this is not something where darkness is involved. I'm just talking about you being involved with the law in a way where a lot of legal work is going to happen in your favor. That is going to fetch you a lot of money. Your career success will bring with it you receiving awards, you receiving rewards. For some of you, I can even see national awards. I really don't know what you're going to do, but there's something around you receiving recognition from people who are at really high position, or you're just up there. There's something about your energy, pile number 3, that I cannot get hold of in a way where I'm not able to kind of put my feelings to words in regards to the amount of honor, the amount of respect that you're going to receive. Okay, this recognition is going to be huge. It's going to be big. It's going to come from the people that are highly respected in your country. Okay, you have that in you where you could very well be recognized by the who's who of your own country. You have it in you to build whatever you want to build for yourself in this lifetime. Again, you're going to travel a lot. Your career success involves a lot of traveling, involves you moving from one place to the other, involves you changing careers, involves you just living your best life. And yes, you might have to relocate a lot many times. You might have to change your plans a lot many times. So that is why I said that, if today you want to be something and after a year you want to be something else, and then maybe you want to go back to that particular thing again after another year, that is okay. Because every redirection, every delay that is going to happen in your life, it is going to happen for a reason. And the universe wants you to be very patient and accepting of that. Do not ever doubt anything that you do not get. If something passes you by, it is passing you by because it is not good for you. Please remember this always, pile number 3, because this is going to happen with you very frequently. That whatever you want, there are very high chances you're not going to get that. But it is happening only because you're going to get something better, and because whatever you are asking the universe for is probably not good for you whenever you are asking for it. So the universe really wants you to be patient and wants you to embrace whatever redirections or whatever delays are happening, because they are happening for you. The universe is always working in your favor. The universe is always working for you. The universe is never working against you. So please remember this. Do not try to fight the odds. Do not try to become very, I would say, frustrated if things do not go as per your plan. Your career success will put you in the spotlight. Your career success will make you work hard, very hard, but will also provide you time to let loose, let your hair down, have the time of your life. It's going to be a beautiful blend of the so-called work-life balance, but I just feel you are that kind of a person who likes to work hard. You are that person who's going to give it your all, and then you're going to enjoy as if there's no tomorrow. I mean, when you're going to work as if there's no tomorrow. When you're going to party as if there's no tomorrow. So there is this beautiful blend of you enjoying the best of both worlds. You're not just going to, punish yourself and just keep on working. You are that person who's going to reward yourself also for your efforts. So your career success is going to be a blend of you working very hard and also being able to spend quality time with your family or your loved ones, or just with your own self. For a lot of you, you are dog lovers. You either have a pet dog right now, or you had one. You are going to have a dog in the future, and whatever time you're going to have off work, you're going to spend that with your dog, and that is going to make you really happy. You should have a pet dog, because that is something that, it's going to bring your soul a lot of, I would say, happiness on an emotional level. Because financially you're going to be sorted, academically you're going to be brilliant, for the world you're going to be perfect. But emotionally you might feel you're not very supported because of your childhood wounds, because you probably are going to be a self-made person, pile number 3. You're not going to get a lot of support. So please do not expect a lot of support from the people around you. If you are looking out for any kind of support, expect it from the higher realms. Expect it from your angels, spirit guides, ancestors, God, any deity you believe in, your spirit team, the universe. Do not expect it from people that are there on the earthly plane, especially the people that are close to you. You will have people who will have problem with your success, who will send you evil eye because you are going to do brilliantly well for yourself. But that doesn't really matter, because for the most part you are highly protected. Okay, your career success might lead to you ignoring love, or you not having enough time for love. But whenever you will fall in love, you're going to fall in love with your future spouse. Because I just feel either you are someone who has been single for a very long time, or even if you are with your partner, or you will be with your partner, your career is going to be so demanding that you'll not be able to give a lot of time to your love life. You'll not be able to take care of your relationships, because you'll be so involved or so engrossed in your career. Okay, you might have to go through that phase of forgiveness and then reconciling again, or separation, on and off. I can just see the cycle where your love life might get affected because of you being overly focused on your career, but eventually you do have true love in this lifetime and you will experience the bliss of it. So your spirit guides over here kind of are trying to tell you to not ignore love completely. If you have a partner right now, you should kind of try and balance things out and follow this advice in the future also. If you're single right now and you are not interested in love, it is completely okay. But be open to it. Be open to it so that it can actually enter into your life if it wants to. Okay? As I've said before, money is going to come into your life unexpectedly. There's a lot of unexpected good luck that's there for you throughout your life, okay? And it's going to come in ways that you cannot even imagine. Whatever amount of money you're expecting to earn in this lifetime, just multiply it by 100, I would say, is the number that you're going to make. Honestly, pile number 3, I feel that you are someone who's going to work for yourself. I'll be very honest, even if you work for somebody else for a couple of years, there will come a time in your life when you would want to have your sense of freedom, where you will feel like not reporting to anybody, where you will want to be your own boss, your own person, your own mentor, your own guide, your own student, I mean everything of your own. So entrepreneurship is also something that you might step into in the future. Or you doing something where you do not have to report to anybody else. I see you being in that power, in that place of authority. I see you being up there because you are that person, pile number 3, who loves their freedom. You do not want people to tell you what to do, when to do, how to do, why it's not done, why are you late, you have to report at this time. You are simply somebody who likes to follow the just beat of their own drum, I would say. And if this is not you right now, you will kind of move in this direction in the future. And when you will start choosing your freedom above everything else, things will start falling in place. Genuinely, things will start falling in place because you never know, maybe you are here to create your own brand. And you can do that by so many mediums in this time and age. Or you can simply create a new medium for yourself. You're that talented, pile number 3. So I just feel whatever you're going to do in terms of your career, you are going to rule. And you will not let anybody else tell you what you're supposed to do. You are a leader, you are a boss. You cannot be in that position of receiving orders from anybody else. Yes, for some time you might, but the kind of personality that you have, you will not feel at home for a very long time. You are the decision maker, and I just see you doing whatever feels right to you in your life. So yeah, I mean, overall, the maximum money out of the 3 piles, I mean, I see that money for you. Okay? It's not that the other piles don't have money. Their career success will bring money, but the amount of money that you are going to get is something, I mean, it's huge. It's very, very huge. And probably that is because, I don't know, maybe you have some really good karma, or there's something about the way you treat money, the way you look at life, the kind of relationship that you have with money. You're meant to be a millionaire. I don't know why, but you're meant to be a millionaire in this lifetime. And probably you will. You will be one. Yeah, so this is what I have for you, yeah, pile number 3. I hope you liked your reading. If you did, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya!